5. Book on the crossover. Gets inside and hammers it down.
Clock ticking. Kaminsky. Crowder to tie. Oh, no! All against Randall. Crossover. Pullback. Spin. Throws it up with a basket. Oh, it goes in. Chris Paul with a circus shot.
Suns. Booker for the win. Yeah!
Let's go. You're muted, I think, Coach.
Oh, there we go. Welcome to the Valley podcast, you guys. After an amazing 128-105 win, where at halftime, it was the exact same score as when we played the Knicks in New York. The halftime score, the exact same with the same results. And I got to say, after seeing that Chris Paul shot over Julius Randle and that new intro that we put out, really brought a lot of the good feels in today. Didn't it, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. It has been a while, guys. I feel like I haven't seen you in a whole 10 minutes. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and doing that play-by-play with us where we watched the rest of the game together on separate screens. And that was fun, man. I had a good time. It was really fun. And what a game. What a effing game. I did not expect us to win by that many points. I did not expect Tyshawn Alexander to get in the game. I'm on a high, Coach. I'm on a high. You're going to have to reel me in tonight.
Okay, well, how are you feeling in comparison to, let's say, the Hawks game that just happened? Completely different.
Well,
I wasn't here, and I watched some of the podcasts, but it kind of seemed like you were kind of brushing it off a little bit, right?
Big time. I wasn't worried about the Hawks game. You see what happened to the Cavaliers. They lost by about the same amount of points, like almost 40 points, just like we did. We beat the shit out of each other the night before. Neither of us could compete the night after. I wasn't worried about that, man.
Hey, can you throw up the Blazers-Lakers game cast? Blazers are up by 5 with 27 seconds left.
Bro, I am so close to being ahead of you. I've already got it queued up.
My man. That is why you're the best, worst producer of all time.
Yep.
The Hawks game, man, it was frustrating because I know it's a back-to-back and we know what they're capable of. So seeing them come out completely flat was one of those. I understand it, but we just gave up the number 1 seed right now. You know, that's not the time for it, even though I understand what's going on. And we're playing like the 3rd or 4th most games in the NBA in the second half of the season. So I get it. But it just wasn't the time. And, man, through that first half of this Knicks game, it looked like they were going to struggle just to get out of the regular season unscathed, bro. Like, they were struggling.
They were doing things to us tonight that I saw the Hawks do. Back-breaking shots, stuff that looked like it wouldn't go in, but it was going in. And I was thinking, are we going to do this 2 games in a row? Are we going to give up? Because there came a point where our team finally relented against the Hawks and said, you know what? We don't have it tonight. Let's go ahead and pack it up. I was afraid at a couple of points in this game that was going to happen again.
Absolutely.
But it didn't, bro. We bowed our spines and we got right back in the game, took the momentum over and never let go.
Absolutely. I think the sequence where Devin Booker hit a couple free throws, and then it was either McHale or Jay or someone hit a corner 3, and then Campaign goes and drives it, and then he makes that steal real quick and puts it right back in to go up 2. That was the momentum killer. Like, all of a sudden, it just died for the Knicks, who were controlling the game. They were controlling the whole game up until about the 2 to 3 minute mark in the 3rd quarter. They were controlling the game. I couldn't believe it. It was the same exact thing that they did to us in New York. And then CP3 had to take over and Devin Booker hit a crazy shot. But no, that was the thigh ball against Philly. That's Chris Paul completely taking over with the dagger 3, the one in the highlight. But either way, man, 48-19. It looks like the Blazers just lost. So let's not go to the standings quite yet because they're not going to be updated.
Before we do anything, Coach, I want to give a shout out to
please.
your boy Saltiest Gaming. Guys, Salty's just not feeling it tonight. He had his big time podcast last night, so he's kind of big timing. No, I'm just kidding. He's just not feeling it tonight. I think he said he only got like a couple hours of sleep. I don't blame him, man. He's dead tired.
Lazy.
Guys, it's never the same when it's a sodium-free episode. It's never as good, but we're going to try to do as much as we can. And look, there wasn't really any need for sodium tonight. I mean, he was going to be all sweet. He was going to be the sweetest gaming tonight. I can only imagine. Yeah, man. I just wanted to say hi to Salt. We miss him.
What's going on, Salt? We definitely do. I didn't know that you weren't going to be on, so now I'm super bummed. Also, let's shout out the chat. You guys were bumping for a little bit before I got in there. It started growing more and more, so this can definitely be a new thing that we do. But Roy, thank you for joining us. Charles, burner account. Metal Mike was in there. I think Vlogs made an appearance. I saw Elixity. Who else was in there?
A lot of people, man.
Johnny was in there. Thank you.
Yeah. Burner was in there.
Pedro, thank you for joining us here.
Jason Cards.
J.O. I don't know if I've seen you in here before, but I probably have. And who else do we got in here right now?
J.W. Lynch was in there. He was one of the first ones.
Awesome.
They're loving your haircut. Saying it looks fresh. I can't, and AZ says he likes the intro. You guys, we updated the intro again. Haven't put our rap song on it yet, but I'm sure that's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, Jason Joyce says Gabe looking like Geek Squad. Yes. Man,
Speaking of Geek, shout out to Geek too. We miss you.
Yeah, I know, definitely.
Join us soon.
We miss you, Geek. I hope everything's going good down in where's he at?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Tennessee with them Memphis beers he's always drinking.
With them boys. Before we get too much more into the game, I have a lot that I want to discuss. They have updated the standings. Let's go to the scores real quick. What do you say we go to scores for tonight? Because we have 1 week and 1 day left in the regular season. How crazy is that? We've got 5 games, only 5 more regular season podcasts, bro. 5.
It feels like a fast forward, man. Feels like we just fast forwarded right through the year, like click.
It was a marathon to start, but now it feels like a sprint for sure. And I think other than the Jazz and the Nuggets game, which we need to get to, this was the big one right there. Go back to the top, was that Blazers and Lakers. The Lakers are falling off. AD said, we're back after 1 win. I saw a bunch of stupid-ass plays by Andre Drummond from this game. Blazers totally outshot them tonight. It's one of their biggest wins because now they have the tiebreaker over the Lakers with a 1-game lead. Lakers are currently at the 7th seed, which isn't good for us. But then you hear all these reports coming out about LeBron, and it's not because of injury why he hasn't been there. He says it is. LeBron has been stirring up quite a bit of controversy for a guy that in season doesn't really do that. He'll do it out of season, but not in season. I remember when he was in Miami, he would shut everything down for the playoffs. He wouldn't get on social media, nothing. Remember that? Yeah. And now look at all the stuff he's doing. So are you afraid of, and remember Schroeder's out too. We don't know how long, but probably for the rest of the regular season. Are you afraid of the Lakers at this point, man?
I'm still cautious of the Lakers because you know how it is, bro. Like they could jump out at you at any point. They can, if they get healthy, who knows how close. Like look at Anthony Davis. Last night, he trips over the scorer's table, is clutching his ankle like Peter Griffin rubbing his knee, right? And then goes to the post game and they're like, how's your ankle? He's like, oh, my ankle's good. My ankle's not having any problems. My ankle doesn't hurt at all. It was my back.
Like, yeah,
my back was spasming. So it's like, I thought he was lying about injury because he didn't want to lead on to his ankle. Look at this stat line, my guy. Does it look like his ankle is hurt? Clearly not. Clearly he's not having back spasms if he's dropping 36 and 12 with 5 assists.
Yeah, man.
So he's healthy. Will Bron be?
Dude, it's scary because we play them Sunday. Like, that's scary. Part of me just wants to rest everybody, say this is probably who we're going to face. The other part of me says we need to keep on winning, but I don't want to show them anything either. This is the weird part of the schedule. If Braun is playing, you play them full strength, and you've got to go at them. You have to.
He's
but with
not
Braun
playing.
not playing,
he's not playing us.
Yeah, but with Braun not playing, I don't know, man. This is a weird one.
Guys,
this is a really weird matchup.
In the chat, do you guys want us to go hard against the Lakers this game we're coming up? When do we play them?
Sunday, dude.
Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday fun day, Roy.
Do you guys want Sunday fun day to be a beatdown, or do you guys want us to try to be more strategical and try to come at them from a situation where we try to avoid them? If I play the Lakers, coach, I want them in the first round.
Yeah, if you have to play them, absolutely.
I don't want them later. I don't
want them winning the 7th seed either and getting any type of momentum. Like if we play them, we will lose our first game. I promise you, we lose our first game. With the lack of experience that we have, them coming off of probably a vital win. Salty says lose. Like I'm kind of with him. Like I think we can beat him at full strength right now with this lineup that they're throwing out there. But
Burner said let Sticks go 1v5. So he
again,
wants to lose.
But why not beat them by 20 or 30? Also, why not just completely impose your will?
Break their backs. Let
There's
them know
two schools
what they have
of thought
coming.
there. Now, the thing that's weird about the NBA, though, remember, when you're thinking about this, is the guys on the Suns know a lot of the players over there. Obviously, Chris Paul and LeBron are fans. So it's not like sitting any of these guys, they're going to all of a sudden not know how to play against CP3 or something, right? This was the number 1 or the number 2 team in defense last year. So I don't think sitting them is necessarily going to hide anything, if you will, right? Because we haven't shown that we're going to throw 1,000,001 different type of offensive combinations your way. We've been a pretty steady 0.5 offense pick and roll type of team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just, what do you want to do? Do you want to rest him? Do you want to beat him? What do you want to do?
I'll tell you what I want to do. I'm with JW Lynch. Okay. He says, come on, let's take the torch from the Lakers. Guys, what better way to take the torch from the Lakers than to go directly at them?
Sure.
And say, we're not scared of you. We're going to beat your ass all 3 games this year. We're going to sweep you. And then you, Lakers, better try to avoid us. You should not want to play us in the first round. We're the number 1 team in the NBA. The number 2 team, the Jazz, we've swept them. So come get it, Lakers. Come get it. And come get it while you're hurt, too, while you're at it. Do you really want this right now, Lakers? Do you want this shit? I don't think you do. I think Lakers fans are so used to having this feeling of superiority over us that they don't know what they're asking for, bro.
I feel
and I think Salty is so used to having that air of inferiority to the Lakers that he's in the sense of like, no, avoid them. They're not that bully right now. If they get to be that bully again, it's going to be later in the playoffs. It's not going to be on Sunday, and it's not going to be in the first round. It might be in the first round, but it's damn sure going to be in the second and third round. You need to jump on these dudes while their ankles hurt. Is that fair, Coach?
Absolutely. I'm trying to think of the saying, and I can't. It's like the Godfather complex, or there's like some sort of saying where you're totally used to getting beaten down. So no matter what, you should never expect to ever get anything better out of life, no matter what you do. So no matter how good we're going to get, we're always going to lose to the Lakers, right? That's the theory behind it. And I feel that, but that's what Salty and me are experiencing. We're just so used to it where we want to avoid them because
I'm used to it too.
But you know what? I said that in 2008 I said that in 2010 when we were going to play the Spurs in the second round. I was like, I don't want to play them. They're our Achilles heel. We went out there, we smacked that ass 4-0. Goran Dragic had that 29-point fourth quarter eruption in game 3 or game 4 to seal it. So it's possible. There's no reason why we can't come out. I like that thinking. That is my personal type of thinking. I just don't know what the coach is going to do. And man, what Monty Williams decides what to do on Sunday is really going to show the set of balls that he has.
It's true. He just doesn't seem like the type of coach that's going to play that like dance around the issue type of shit, bro. He's going to go right at him.
I mean, I don't think Chris Paul's that way either.
Nope. And Chris Paul's playing for an MVP. You think he's going to be interested in throwing a game
Paul
to
ain't
the
playing
Lakers?
for an MP3. Chris Paul is playing for a championship.
He's playing for both.
So the Sixers beat the Pelicans with about 5 games left. Pelicans are 2.5 games out, almost 3 games. It's not looking good for the Pels. And the Spurs won tonight. Bulls over them, Hornets, blah, blah, blah. Mavericks over the Cavs. Mavericks and who was it on the East? No, it was just the Mavericks. The Mavericks actually clinched a playoff berth tonight. As of right now, they are the 5 seed. Okay.
Wow.
Go figure. Go figure, man. But the Jazz Nuggets, dude, 127 to 120.
Thanks, Nugs.
Jazz have won 4 in a row without Mitchell, without Conley. Bogdanovich dropped 48 tonight.
Dang. How many threes? See. 8 for 11 threes. Had a Jay Crowder night.
No one else to shoot, man, so give it to him.
Guess so.
The Jazz all of a sudden are picking up steam, but you add Conley and you add Mitchell to the mix. Who knows what's going to happen with them? I mean, I think Quinn Snyder is a great coach. As much as I hate Utah, he is a great coach. So anything that he does, I trust, sadly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not his fault that Donovan Mitchell is going to throw up 5 for 18 and end up with end up with like 20 points, you know?
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, right to the West, dude. Being the 2 seed is horrible right now. First round, potentially the Lakers. Second round, the winner of the Clippers and Blazers, probably the Clippers. We're going to have to go through Lakers. We're going to have to go through the Clippers. Are we going to have to go through the Jazz? Probably.
I want to go through the Jazz. I want the Mavericks and the Jazz. That's my path. That's our path, bro.
I don't see it happening right now. 5 games left. Still quite a few things can happen. We really need to lock up this 2 seed situation.
Shout out to Portland. Shout out to Blazers Uprise. Congratulations on that win. You guys went head to head with them and beat them.
They had to.
It looks like AD gave
game.
It looks like AD gave him everything he had.
Man, and if you guys aren't watching the NBA right now, I know I am and getting yelled at by my wife all the time, but there's games on every single night that are so important, so clutch. I don't ever remember a season like this. Keep the play-in game for this reason, dude.
I mean, if you think about it, bro, it's possible that we get a play-in game of Steph Curry versus LeBron. Who's not watching that, bro?
Man.
That could be some of the best basketball you've ever seen.
And that could be good news for Phoenix Suns too, man. If you're a Phoenix Suns fan, I think you want the Golden State Warriors to be at that 8 seed. If we play the Lakers, if the Lakers are the 7 seed, because you want Steph to go off game 1, win, get all that momentum, come to the Valley and get fucking trounced because they're not a good team. You want Steph to go for 50, 60 points. That's just my personal take. But I don't think you should take the avoid the Lakers route. I really don't. Because the second we start messing with our scheme, that's when things start to kind of go awry.
Shout out to Apples from Blazers Uprise. Guys says thanks. You guys hope for the best for you guys, man. We hope for the best for you. I mean,
I would love for them to trounce the Clippers. Are you kidding me? That'd be awesome.
Please beat these guys and get them out of our face, you know?
But the Blazers haven't proved they can do any of that. I'm surprised they're at the 6 seed. So their next few games are going to be crucial. The Lakers play us, which can just push the Lakers down even more. They're not going to drop out of the playoffs. I don't think that's going to happen by any means. Can we go to the scores for tomorrow?
Yep, that's
you
exactly
are already on it.
Yep.
We're
starting to think alike.
Wizards and Pacers. Pacers are falling off. Wizards. That's a big game because those are the 9-10 seeds right there. Pistons, Sixers. Sixers should take it. Grizz and Raptors. Grizzlies need to keep the pressure up, but the Raptors can be lethal randomly. The Nuggets are on a back-to-back tomorrow against the Nets. Everybody was riding the Nuggets crotch, including me and Salt, and all of a sudden, you don't want to lose to the Nets now. Rockets play the Jazz on a back-to-back. Obviously, I think the Jazz will win. You never know. Thunder and Warriors, Spurs and Blazers. Blazers are playing on a back-to-back, dude. That's tough, but so are the Spurs. They're both on a back-to-back. It's home. Wow, so many games tomorrow. Can you just go to the next day on Sunday when we play? So all this is going to happen by the time we play Heat Celtics, Knicks and Clippers. Wow, that's going to be a good game right there.
Really use some help from the Knicks.
That's the type of Clippers game that they would lose, right? That just feels like a Clippers loss. Pels and Hornets. Pelicans need to keep on that if they want to even sniff that. Mavericks and Cavs play again. I think we know what's going to happen there. T-Wolves and Magic. Worst game of the day. Bulls and Pistons. Then the mighty Phoenix Suns and Lakers. And then to close it out, the Thunder and Kings. So again, games. I've checked the schedule. I've reviewed the schedule for the rest of the league year. Every single night there are important games. So fun, dude. So fun.
LeBron out. THT out. Dennis Schroeder out. That's a W, right, Coach?
Depends on what Monty's trying to do, what the team's going to do. If they operate the way I think they are, it should be a W.
Iverson said Zion is out indefinitely, so Pelicans are done. Is that true? Is he out?
Yeah, I saw something today about that. So,
poor Zion. What happened?
Without Zion, he's out. I was busy doing stuff all day. I saw that, and I actually didn't even look to see what it was. So somebody could tell us. Would greatly appreciate that. Pinky finger, Zion. Really?
Really?
Anyways. This Suns and Knicks game on Orange Friday had the makings of an absolute disaster. And I even tweeted about it. I said, I don't like our trajectory right now. The way we've been playing, even before the Atlanta game, that Cleveland game went down to the wire when it shouldn't have. There were just a lot of inconsistencies I did not like. So that first half got me wild. The first 3 quarters of the third quarter, I was getting heated. And then things changed and things happened. And we went into it a little bit, and I want to get into it again about the ability to be able to turn it on and turn it off. And we're talking about defense, how this team's defense can translate it to offense so quickly. You saw it tonight, and we can be so deadly. You saw it in the overtime period against Cleveland. But they just think they can turn it on, and that pisses me off so much. But you made a great point. Not a lot of teams can. We should be thankful that we can turn it on. But don't you think that inconsistency, which I think we said it in like the 5th or 6th podcast, inconsistency is like the theme here. Is this carrying over? Are you worried about the ability to flip it on or off, not playing with it on? Are you worried at all? Because I am. They toyed with it against Atlanta, lost. They toyed with it against Cleveland, got away with it.
I was worried about it earlier in the season when we used to do things like this, but man, I trust this team. When we're in knockdown, drag out fight games, that's when I trust us the most. Because like we've got the guys who are built for that, CP3 and Book. And it's often CP3 now more than it is Book. But I mean, just look at tonight, man. Like look at Chris Paul's performance. Ayton shows up tonight and is the hero. I mean, who would have thought he was going to have this type of stat line, dude?
Oh,
good for you, Aiden.
Shout out to Aiton. And let's touch on that next. But keep going.
Should we pop the highlights up for that so we can actually see his – this is not satire, his ferocious dunks.
Did you see the one where he got blocked by the rim, but then he got it, went back up with it?
Sprite commercialed and just banged it off the rim. That was sad. That was sad. Maybe that is what woke him up. He didn't want to embarrass himself again. What do you think?
Maybe.
But yeah, man, what did you see from Aiton?
I thought I don't want to touch on Aiton yet because I don't want to get lost with the point that I was trying to make beforehand.
Okay.
About the defense and being able to turn it on and turn it off. I just feel like they're playing with fire, and come playoff time, you can't do that. It can get ugly very, very quickly. And I'm waiting for them to play a complete game again. When was the last time we saw a complete game out of them? Are they tired? I mean, we're gonna get 5 days off before we play in the playoffs because we play a week from this Sunday, right?
Okay. How about
we have 5 days off, and then we play either the Saturday, Sunday following. So we'll have a time off. Are they tired?
How about this? I don't necessarily think. Yo, what's going on, Zach Landia, aka Westbrick? Westbrick in the house. Thanks, man. Hey, congratulations to you guys on your win too. Can it just be this, Coach? Can it be that in order to beat really good teams, and I would consider this Knicks team to be a really good team, in order to beat these teams, the wins are a little uglier. Now, if they went up against, say, the Hawks, and it wasn't a second night of the back-to-back, we were healthy and fresh and ready to go, then I would be upset that we're not playing a complete game, because you should be able to play a complete game against the Hawks. To me, a complete game, what I imagine you're saying is play the same way all 4 quarters, hard all 4 quarters, and don't let them back in it, and don't give up leads. In order to do that, I feel like we need to be playing against teams that we should be able to beat. But up against a good team like the Knicks, I'm okay if they come in and take the lead from us and give us a sweaty night. Why not? It's the Knicks. You're going to have it. I'm just happy that we've got the type of team that genuinely I feel confident in when it's that type of game, because I'm like, yeah, well, we're on the right path. This is our roadmap. This is how we win. If you let us stick around all game, when clearly the Knicks had us, dude, they had us up against the ropes all night.
And we just made enough plays.
If you let us keep it close, we're going to beat you.
And I hate that.
Most of the time.
And I hate that. Because
Why?
we see what they can do in the overtime. We see what they can do in the crunch. Like, I get it. I feel you. Trust me. That's a very important thing to have, especially when we're down 6 with 8 minutes left, right? Very important to keep in mind. But do that in the third quarter too. We saw a couple nights ago where they closed out the second half or the first half on like an 8-0 run in 40 seconds or something ridiculous. So
Burner says, seeing me with glasses reminds him of Mia Khalifa. It shouldn't. There's nothing in common. But I'll take the compliment, I suppose. If I'm turning you on, Burner, I'm turning you on. I mean, let's just address it.
It reminds me of Moby.
Dude,
man,
Metal Mike is our age if he knows who Moby is.
That is fact.
Bro, they were calling me Johnny Sins. They were calling me Johnny Sins because of the hair.
Dude, here is exactly how, and you might not even know. This is how we're going to tell the age of everybody in here, okay? Type a X if you know what a Teddy Ruxpin is.
Oh, shit, I barely know what that is, but I do
know
what it is.
I
do know what it is. Yeah.
Is, if you want to find out somebody's age in a party or something like that, or maybe your friend brings a girl, or you're like, man, she looks old or she looks young or something, ask them what a Teddy Ruxpin is, and you can figure out the age. Pedro, yeah, Metal Mike, yep, okay, everything's going. Everything is as planned so far. Iverson Vlogs has no idea yet, Roy.
The only reason I really know what it is because, like, you remember that show, The League, that fantasy football show?
Yes.
So
I have no idea.
One of the main characters, Teddy, they call him Ruxpin, like
Ruxpin, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they call him Teddy sometimes too. So that's how that got in my head. Anyways, Iverson's only 17. Man, congrats, Iverson. Congrats on youth.
How was a 17-year-old up this late on a school night? Oh, it's not a school night. It's a Friday.
No.
No, I understand.
Jason Joy says Gabe looks like he has an art degree from Berkeley. No, bro, I promise you I don't. Anyways, back to the game. Back to you slurping Ayton.
Now we can go to highlights. Are you ready with the highlights, producer?
I am.
Camera 1, camera 2. Go.
Let me take camera 1 down. We're going to go to camera 2, which is highlights.
Bro, it was crazy when I heard that he had 24 and 15 in the telecast. I was like, no way. Like, yeah, I didn't notice it.
It was quiet, but it was consistent. He got off to a really hot start. You know,
well, he didn't do a lot. He didn't do a lot to create his own points. A lot of them were spoon-fed with great passes, by the way. And so after I thought about it, I was like, yeah, he's had a lot of gimmies right at the bucket. What's a Fortnite? It's that video thing that you plug into the back of my tube television, right?
This pass by your boy Craig was so sexy. Roy's 16. Congratulations on being able to drive, Roy. What are Happy Meals like, Roy? It's been a long time.
Oh man, funny story. I actually just bought my first Happy Meal for my son, and I was like, "This is cool." And I looked at the toy, and I'm like, "This is trash."
You snatched it from him. It's my toy.
Does anybody actually eat the apples from McDonald's? Because I ask for 2 orders of fries. I don't eat that pre-wrapped apple shit. I'll take their unhealthy fries all day.
Wait. So you ask for 2 orders of fries for the kids' meal?
So you get 2 little sides, like a mini fry.
You get 2 sides now?
Yeah, man. He gets the mini fry, and I get the second mini fry. It's cool. Oh. He don't need those nasty ass apples.
Yo, Crowder was feeling it tonight. Crowder made me shut
after all the shit you talked on.
He made me shut the hell up. I'm glad. He got super hot, scorching hot.
Does this not have the score on it? Can we not see the score?
I could.
Oh, here's Javon Carter's 3 from nowhere.
And then coach pulls him out and doesn't play him the rest of the fucking game.
No, he played in like the 4th quarter a whole bunch. Are you kidding me?
Didn't feel like it. Felt like I didn't see him at all. See if I do this,
that weird thing.
Yeah, then we get that thing.
Stupid YouTube.
D Rose, man, always the Suns killer, right?
Why is he on the bench to start the games? Why is he not the starter? Is it minutes? Does anybody know? Because he did this in Minnesota under Tibbs, and now he's doing it here. This point of the game, I was pissed. Like, are you kidding me? Obi topping,
and then Obi gets a 3. Then Obi gets a 3 in the corner. I was
heated. I was heated, bro.
Roy says, do any of you watch Knight Rider? Like the old Knight Rider, or is there a new Knight Rider? Because that shit's way old.
I don't watch anything. I don't have time to watch anything. It's a bummer.
Jay Lynch says, how about playing Mortal Kombat on Genesis?
That's my shit. That's what I'm talking about. Which one? Because number 3 is my favorite.
I used to have to leave my house, go to the next door neighbor's house. Hi, whatever my neighbor, I don't even remember what his name was. Can you come play? Or we would, be begging your parents, can I go over to whoever's house and play Mortal Kombat? And then you go, like, that was growing up, bro. Going to your friend's house and playing Mario Kart and shit.
For me, it was N64 for sure.
Dude,
Bomberman
when N64
and
came
all that
out,
shit. That goodness. 007 changed my life. I tried to play it during COVID. Awful. Can't even do it. Can't even get past the first level.
NBA Jam, obviously.
Oh yeah,
obviously.
I broke that out too during COVID and beat the game. No big deal, but
wow. I
pulled out the Super Nintendo and N64. It was a blast.
Who would you want on the Suns for a duo? Would it have to be?
Dude, I play Gary Payton, Schrempf, and Sean Kemp. That's the Sonics were my team on that game.
So for us, you definitely want to do Book, Ayton, and Paul.
Yeah,
that'd be lethal. Aiden is such a problem in video games, dude. Like, I don't know if you've been playing any 2K, but he is a
I played
cheat
last
code.
year with him.
He's so much better in 2K than in real life. It's insane.
It's great. Isn't that awesome when that happens in a video game?
I guess, but then they have Booker, and he's like not anywhere near as talented as he is in real life. So it's like,
So when I got it 2 years ago, dude, Booker averaged like 13 points and couldn't hit a shot to save his damn life on my team.
yep, that's how it was. I'm gonna scroll this back up.
I don't get it. And then I remember my friend always using Larry Hughes back in like 2007. Motherfucker would score 45 with Larry Hughes like every game, and there was nothing you could do.
Yeah, man. Book right here. Book only had 16 tonight, dude.
Was this kind of the turning point right here? Do we see the steal right here? Right here. Yep. Right there, dude.
Bro, that is nuts.
That was
I didn't
a
get to
hype
see that
play.
live. I want to see that again, and I want to see if he because there was only enough time for him to physically do that. There was no other time. God, that was beautiful. So are we sure he wasn't out of bounds?
Doesn't matter. Didn't count it as out of bounds. They can.
He's out of bounds. He was out of bounds.
100% out of bounds.
100%, bro. His whole
love to see it. You love to see it.
Why wouldn't they re-look at that during the quarter change?
Who cares? Who cares?
And then
Jay Crowder turned around and talked. And then this is it. Watch Julius Randle. This is it, I think. No. I'm looking for the fight that came up. Not the fight, but the scuffle.
Gibson chasing down Chris Paul like big shot.
He's going to turn around and say something again.
Cheap shot, Rob.
This second half was just, dude, it was fun to watch.
Too fucking fast, dude.
3 players coming off the bench in double digits, something we have sorely missed. We talked about our depth all season. We sorely missed that. Step back even. Okay, was this it, or was this the Taj Gibson one?
Obi hitting threes, dude, just makes no sense to me.
Man, the Knicks played dirty at the end, though. Let's call that like it is, huh?
They did. They got upset because they were getting beat fair and square. They saw it slipping away from them. They talked about. I watched their
tough runner.
I watched their post-game media availability coach. And you know what they were talking about after their last game? Bring on the Suns. Bring on the Suns.
Oh, yeah. They had this game circled for them. I heard that.
Yep,
they were ready.
Waiting. We can't wait to get our revenge on the Suns. And so it starts slipping away from them. And what do? Act like.
Play dirty.
Act like. I mean, the Spurs? What do you want to call them? You know?
Bitches.
It was a bitch move, bro. It was a bitch move to try to go after him like that. I hope we get to see it.
Was this it coming up?
They might not show it.
Yeah, that was on. Okay, rewind that. That was the Julius Randle one on Jay Crowder. Can you rewind that, por favor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, watch Julius Randle. He's at the top side of the key, the top elbow there. He's going to come in and push him. Watch him right there. Look at that. Okay, Jay did grab him down a little
Crowder
bit.
might have been selling that a little bit.
Sell it then. Sell it. We don't get calls at all.
When we are hitting our corner threes, bro.
When any team's hitting their corner threes.
Yeah, but we're special at threes. We really are.
They're really not going to show the Chris Paul incident. They're really not going to show.
We're going to have to find it. We're going to have to find it.
Yeah, I mean, great things to say about this game. My thing is just the inconsistency on defense, man. I just want to make sure that they come out and they can play a full game now. Now I question it because we're not seeing it. Maybe it's part of the game. Maybe they do certain things in the second half. You know, that's the game plan. I get that. But we're not sure. We don't really know what the game plan is. So we're just left here to speculate, which sucks. But that's my worry for the team moving forward, man. Inconsistencies. You can include shot making in that. Torrey Craig, Jay Crowder, McHale, Cam Johnson. Those 4 players that we rely on for 3-and-D are so streaky. Would you agree?
It's true, man. They are. But, you know, the hope is, and this usually happens for us, we get lucky, one of those 3 is usually on. But when they're all off, it's an L.
When one of them is not on, I feel like Carter or Payne or Dario or Kaminsky are also on, right?
Yes.
But this makes DeAndre Ayton that much more important, bro. You have to be consistent doing that. You have to be so consistent to the point that others can be inconsistent. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Which is the frustrating part with DeAndre Ayton too. So a lot of things to improve on. And I'm the coach. I'm looking at ways to improve. And so I'm looking at the bad things until we win, right? You're always looking to improve. You're never happy. So when people are getting mad at me on Twitter, Jesus, be happy. I think that's impossible for a coach. I don't think coaches can't be happy. That's just in my nature. That's why I do what I do. That's why we won a championship last year.
That's why you, me, and Salt get along so well on this thing, bro, because we're all pretty much mad about the same things usually. I mean, I don't care if we win or lose. I'm calling out the things that I see that are bullshit. And for both teams. So it's really fun to watch Ayton do this tonight. But, like, would any of y'all put money down that he's going to do it again next game?
Man, he better against Drummond. He better. This is a message, dog.
The Big Penguin? You think he's going to do this against the Big Penguin?
I don't know. I am curious to see Torrey
Craig. That's a
Craig,
big boy over there. He usually
I'm curious of the Torrey Craig matchup versus Ant Davis.
Yeah.
Because Jay can't. I don't think Jay can hang with Ant.
Do
we want Mikhail on him? Maybe. Maybe we want Mikhail guarding him with that length.
Want Mikhail on who?
Anthony Davis. Who's guarding Anthony Davis? Who's guarding Drummond? Who's guarding Davis? In a perfect world, you want Ayton guarding Davis. But now that takes Ayton out of the rebounding position and opens up offensive rebounds like no other. Ayton needs to work Drummond. I completely agree. Jay can guard Drummond. I don't agree with that at all.
No. Drummond is a big fucking man. I'm sorry.
But I agree. Ayton needs to do that. But who guards Anthony Davis? Right now, we're starting Torrey Craig. And if anybody else on our team can guard him, I would say it's him. Would you think so? I don't think Dario's going to start, although Dario did light them up the last time we played, but that was without Anthony Davis as well, too.
That was back when he wasn't the disappearing man. So here it is for anybody that didn't see this. Here? This is your play, bro. This is your top. Watch Taj Gibson.
Dude.
I've never seen a
flagrant
like
one
that in the NBA. That's
flagrant one. Bro.
Flagrant one.
Should have tossed.
You cannot do shit like that. You can't even do that in football.
You can't hit him from the back like that. That'd have been a 15-yard penalty for sure.
I mean, I guess in football you can, but not. That's like doing some shit after the play.
I mean, if you're trying to tackle him, you can.
Bro,
do it for the beginning. We get to see full speed with that.
This has got like 3 minutes of it. I bet it's going to show it a few more times. But dude, look at this shit. Like, Chris Paul did absolutely nothing. Chris Paul did nothing to him. Oh,
he got up and walked away, though. How about that? Props to Chris Paul for doing that.
Because he knew what was going on, bro. He knew. Look at Taj smiling. What are you smiling for, you chump?
I didn't try. I swear. I didn't try. I wasn't trying to hit him. I swear.
He didn't reach in to grab the ball at all. There was no basketball play.
Here's Devin Booker on the court during a controversy. Are they going to suspend him like they did Boris and Amari?
Right?
No. Yeah, go to the very top. This is when you can really see it. Watch Taj Gibson, number 67. He's on the free throw line. He's fine there. Watch right here.
Like, do you think he got mad because he didn't get the rebound? Because Chris Paul boxed him the fuck out. Look at this Chris Paul box out. God dang, you got to rewind it a hella long. Watch. Boom! Boxes him out. Taj can't get the rebound. Fuck you.
Monty came running out of the court right away, too.
Bro.
If Devin Booker did that, he's ejected.
If any Suns player did that shit, he's ejected.
Beverly,
and
Sexton. No. We just got stream unavailable. We just got shut down. Take that off.
Did we really? I mean, that's the same website I was using for the highlights. It says to me we still got 30 people in here, but it could start dropping. I'm sure it'll start dropping. But yeah.
Policy via.
Yeah, we're still on Facebook and stuff. Knicks banned us, bro. The Knicks got us banned.
Wow.
It's all good.
You stuck.
You want to stop it and restart it, or you want to just end it?
No, we can keep going. We've gotten put back on before, I'm just gonna refresh it here, see if something pops up. Still stream unavailable. I mean, people can still go back and watch. This gives them a reason to watch. It'll get our views up and everything. Either way, make sure you like, make sure you Hulk smash the share, make sure you subscribe, do everything that you can to please help us out, because they don't like us for whatever reason. They tried to ban this on content that I created.
Oh,
they tried to do that already. Yeah,
I've been meaning to tell you that.
They still try? That is
Yeah.
trash.
Maybe we can get lucky and they'll reinstate us here. They've definitely done that before.
This is trash. Yep. Views are going down, but that's okay. That's okay. I think we've had a good pod so far, but we do play the Lakers on Sunday, man. It's going to be a late one again. That is all of a sudden kind of a bigger game than I anticipated it would be. What do you think?
It's going to be huge, man. It's going to be huge. We got to win. I can't watch us take a L to this Lakers team, man. I don't want to see it, because then
we're back on.
We're back. If we lose to this Lakers team, bro, what is that going to mean? Like, what is that going to mean for us if we have to play them with Bron?
Yeah.
If we lose to them without Bron, that's going to be a really gross feeling come time to play them in the playoffs. What do you think?
To me, it comes back to that's why you should have come out and actually played hard against Atlanta, man. Because we don't know what's going on. There's 5 games left.
Coach, you got to let that Atlanta loss go, man. Like, did you see what happened to the Cavs the next night? They got absolutely shit stomped by the Blazers. Just wrecked.
And isn't that more of a... Shouldn't you be more worried about that coming from a Suns perspective? They just got ripped by the Blazers.
Because they were dead tired. They were just as tired as us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, imagine being a boxer and fighting a whole fight.
The Pacers came in and blew our ass out off of a back-to-back. The Pacers, when we played them, they came off of back-to-back and blew us out. There was another team that beat us off of a back-to-back. I get it, but this is the NBA. You can't make that kind of excuse.
Burner says, I give the Valley P props for carrying on without acknowledging the blackout. No, bro, we acknowledged it.
We totally we know that YouTube is trying to ban us. Again, the intro video, they keep trying to take us down because they say the intro video is not our music. When we have all the licensing for it, all the words and everything we put in, it's such trash.
Burner says that Gibson elbowed the servers.
Don't forget the James Johnson against Ayton earlier in the year that wasn't called. Remember when we played the Mavericks?
Yeah.
And his shoulder's been hurting him? Dude, everyone gives the Suns cheap shots, and we still kick ass.
Chris Paul's taken 3 cheap shots this season that had nothing to do with a basketball play.
Facts.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
And nobody does anything about it. But to go on your point about losing to the Lakers, if we do lose to the Lakers, man, that's going to be some humble pie. And there's going to be a lot of questions being asked over the next 2 weeks if we lose to the Lakers.
If you lose to the Lakers, everyone's going to be like, see?
With or without LeBron.
They can't get past the Lakers. They can't get past AD, and they don't even have LeBron. What do you think if even a 60% LeBron comes back? They're going to sweep the Suns. I don't want to hear that shit.
I just win. We are in the same position we were in last week, which is the same as it was 2 weeks ago. Just keep winning, right?
That's what I say, but that's not what everyone's saying. Some people are saying win, but avoid the Lakers because they'll beat us. It's like, nah, I don't know that they will, folks.
You don't want to
I
start
don't know that they
messing with
will.
it. Don't mess with that. That's bad karma when you start trying to
Losing
manipulate
on
the game.
purpose? Like, aren't we past that? Aren't we past that stage?
Yeah, dude, that was so 2018.
So 2019. No, it was 2018. You're right. But yeah. Iverson, Charles wants to know if you think we're going to get the 1 seed. I don't know, man. I wasn't.
Jazz play on a back-to-back tomorrow. If they're tired without their players, you never know, man.
Gotta hope for the Rockets to beat them, man.
Ugh.
Pedro,
Why can't John Wall go off? Why can't Christian Wood? Why can't Kevin Porter Jr.?
that's a really good point, Pedro. He says, I say rest the core and let Ayton loose. I would say just feed Ayton, if it's but this is the Lakers. We got to go all out against the Lakers. But after the Lakers game, if we have any easier games coming up, yeah, man, let Ayton get 20 shots a night. Wouldn't that be unique?
Speaking of schedule, let's check out the last 5 games, shall we?
Yes, sir.
I'm really looking forward to Thursday because we play Portland. We got to talk to our homeboys.
I hope, man. I haven't gotten word from them yet. I assume they'll talk with us, but yeah, man.
They're on a game-by-game basis as well, too.
Yep.
They just worried about the next one. They don't want that 7 seed. If they're in that 7 seed, they will not be happy.
I think they deserve better than a 7 seed, but we're in the West,
There's no easy outs. Also, good news. I forgot to tell you. Talk to our boy Zane Zor, the Valley Boy. He's the guy that does all the Phoenix Suns raps after games. He would love to come on with us sometime. I would love to get him on. I'd love to get him on here. Do you guys know who he is? The guy that creates raps after the games? I think it's very creative and a whole lot of fun. So we got to get him on. I didn't talk to him tonight about coming on. He said he needed some time, and I was like, I don't know if that's going to work with us right now, but we'll try to get him on maybe after the Lakers game. What better game than the Lakers game, right?
Would be good, man. Can play our rap that you guys made for him.
Oh, Jesus. It's never going to go away. I should have never sent that to Salty.
Nope. You should have known what was going to happen.
Did he play you any of the other bangers that we did?
No, not yet.
That's good.
Zane
all right, guys.
said.
Anything else in the chat you guys want us to touch on or talk about? Because I feel like we've covered quite a lot, and we did so during the second half of the game as well, too.
Absolutely, man. If you guys have anything, shout it out. But yeah, let's, I guess, go ahead and call these last games, Coach. What do you got? I got a W. And I think we lose
4-1.
Yeah, Coach.
The Sunday game against San Antonio. I think the playoff seedings where we're going to be at is going to be pretty solidified.
I think we lose one of these 5.
Sunday against Spurs.
I say either Portland or one of the Spurs games.
Hey, if we can lock up the 2 seed, I mean, even if we beat the Lakers and the Clippers lose a game by then, we can almost lock up that 2 seed. And if the Jazz win a couple more games, maybe we can sit everybody Saturday and Sunday,
Yeah.
It's going to suck for you because you're going to those games, but for the good of the team, yeah.
Yeah, those podcasts might be a little bit later start, if that's okay with you.
I will not be here, remember?
For either of them, Coach?
Dude, I'm going to the bachelor party Saturday night.
Is it your
Sunday
bachelor
night.
party?
Negative. It is a good friend of mine, and we're going up to the lake, and there's going to be a lot of drinking. And actually,
is Salty?
I want to show you something. I hope he's not watching, but I don't care if he does. I bought him a great T-shirt. I would love for you guys to take a look. Are you ready for this? This is The Bachelor.
That's funny, bro.
This dickhead is getting married.
That's funny, man.
Come on.
I love that his head is the penis, too. Very classy. Very classy.
It said this dickhead.
Very classy. Yeah. Is Salty going to be jumping out of the cake to clap his cheeks?
Maybe, but we do have a blow-up doll.
Ooh, Salt will be wearing that mask. I like that.
I can't show that. We do have some. Oh, I can't show that either. No, can't show that. Here's a good one. He has to wear this hat too.
Bro, you guys are making me glad that I'm not having a bachelor party. I don't even want to have a bachelor party.
But it also comes with a same vagina forever ball and chain.
That's funny, man. Well, have fun at that. It sucks we won't have you, but
I'll definitely pop on for a take here or there.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be following the score, and if we're just sitting around, bullshitting, I'll pop it on the iPad over on the side and see if I can watch. But yeah, I'll definitely pop on the phone and give a take here or there, but I won't be in studio, sadly.
That's all good, man. As long as we can get a call in, it'll be dope. Yeah, Burner says you're just flexing the Valley P merch. No, that's not Valley P merch. We definitely need to get some Valley P merch up. But yeah, man.
Oh, Pedro reminded Salty story time. I can't in good conscience say this story without Salty here. So the time where Salty almost got into a fight with a meth head on the bus after an Arizona State game is going to have to wait until next podcast.
God damn, I wish I could have been there for that. All right, man. You want to close us out?
You guys, a win is a win, regardless of all the bitching that I do. 5 games left, and I don't think there is any reason for us to think that we cannot win a championship this year.
Hear, hear.
So let's keep that going. You can follow me at Coach Evan B on Twitter. I am also on TikTok now with the same @. And my game preview that I did against the Hawks had like 635 views fucking randomly.
Let's go.
So
follow this man on TikTok, please.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing a lot of game previews on there, maybe a post game here or there. I do post game stuff here, but I'm also going to be doing some Arizona Cardinal stuff, Diamondbacks, Arizona State Sun Devils, just the teams that I love. So follow me there, interact on there as well too. At Saltiest Gaming, that's his gaming channel, and then at Saltiest AZ Fan is where you can find Salt God Senior Sodium. We miss you tonight. Gabe, tell us about you and take us out, man.
Well, Burner wants us to play the banger, and Salty is the one that has the banger, so I can't play that.
Thank God.
Thank God for Coach. Charles says, can I follow Gabe on TikTok? I don't have TikTok. Burner wants to know if you have an OnlyFans, Coach.
DM me.
DM him for the OnlyFans. And, man, you guys appreciate y'all coming out for the play-by-play for the second half. Let us know if you want to do that some more, if you guys want us to do that, or if it was boring. And then, man, thanks for coming out for the post game as usual.
Hold on 1 second. I got a little special.
Who's this?
Come here, dude.
The youngest Suns fan. The youngest.
Here he is.
Mommy, they're not towels.
I know. Who's that?
Hey, buddy.
Who's that? And then who's that up there?
I'm Javon Carter. What's up?
Who's that guy?
Javon Carter.
Did it.
Did it? That's did it.
Roy says, let's call Salty.
Who's that daddy?
Yep. Is that
But
for
yeah,
Daddy?
you guys can follow me at Gabe Von Carter. You can follow the podcast at Suns Valley Pod. And, man, Suns win. Suns win.
Let's get ready to rumble! Booker, this is for the win.
Cam Johnson cutting. And a can.
The champ is here.
Lead pass of a hand to the ward.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Here's about 22.5. Book on the crossover. Gets inside. And hammers it down.
Clock ticking. Kaminsky, Crowder to tie. Ball against Randall. Crossover. Pull back. Spin. Throws it up with the basket. Oh, it goes in. Chris Paul with the
it comes. We're going to see him in a second.